How did the Supreme Court affect Reconstruction? Have you ever wondered how the Supreme Court shaped the future of America after the Civil War? The decisions made during this time had lasting effects on the nation, especially regarding the rights of African Americans. Let's break it down. After the Civil War, the United States adopted three important amendments known as the Reconstruction Amendments. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery. The 14th Amendment established birthright citizenship and guaranteed equal protection under the law, and the 15th Amendment protected voting rights for all men, regardless of race. These amendments aimed to secure rights for freed African Americans. To support these amendments, Congress passed several laws, including the Civil Rights Acts of 1866 and 1875, as well as the Enforcement Acts of 1870 and 1871. These laws were meant to protect African Americans from discrimination and violence. However, the Supreme Court often ruled against the broad enforcement of these rights. In the case of United States v. Cruikshank in 1875, the court limited the federal government's ability to prosecute individuals who violated the rights of African Americans. The ruling stated that the enforcement acts only applied to state actions, not private acts of discrimination or violence. This decision weakened protections against racial violence in the South. Then came the civil rights cases of 1883, where the Supreme Court declared the Civil Rights Act of 1875 unconstitutional. The court ruled that the 14th Amendment did not give Congress the power to prohibit racial discrimination by private individuals or businesses in public accommodations. This ruling allowed segregation and discrimination to thrive without federal intervention. The court further solidified this stance in the landmark case of Plessy v. Ferguson in 1896. This decision upheld state laws requiring racial segregation under the separate but equal doctrine. It legitimized Jim Crow laws that enforced racial segregation and inequality across the South, reversing many gains made during Reconstruction. Throughout this period, the Supreme Court's conservative interpretations favored states' rights and limited federal involvement. This approach undermined efforts to achieve full civil rights for African Americans. The court's decisions reflected the political and social attitudes of the time, contributing to the failure of Reconstruction to secure lasting racial equality. In summary, the Supreme Court played a critical role in shaping the post-war political landscape. Its rulings restricted the scope of Reconstruction policies and allowed Southern states to regain control over racial matters. This often came at the expense of the rights and protections of freedmen. The impact of these decisions is still felt today, reminding us of the ongoing struggle for civil rights in America.